Okay, I'm looking for a motion that indicated the investigation is continued by the Development Safety Commission and the Police Department. I'm looking for additional $5,000.
Support. Moved by Jackson, supported by Kirkbride.
Jackson.
Yes.
Abwali. Marcy.
Yes.
Philipowski.
Yes.
Frederick. Carter. Yes.
I have nothing further, thank you.
I understand a motion to receive and place on file the treasurer's report for the month of August. We're in September. So what's the motion? Oh. This is dated August 1st and it's for, the month of July. Okay, so I need a motion to receive and place on file the July treasurer's report. Support. Moved by Philipowski, supported by Kirkbride. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Jackson.
Yes.
Abwali. Marcy. Philipowski. Frederick.
Yes.
Carter.
Yes. At this time, it's audience participation. If you come forward, please state your name and address for the record. Good evening.
My name is Daniel Said, 3339 Melvindale Drive.
Go ahead.
I know I only have 5 minutes, so with all due respect, let me have my 5 minutes. Don't cut me off. Let me have my 5 minutes. My name is Ahmed Saeed, and my brother was Muhammad Saeed. If you don't know, he was the one that was murdered while on duty protecting the city of Melvindale. I am one of the ordinance officers for the city of Melvindale, and I'm here to let the community of Melvindale know that I have been harassed by the majority of the city council. And I need help. And I need to stop to it. Melvindale residents, allow me to explain how I'm getting harassed. I have had multiple people tell me that when I was notified by Melvindale police supervisor to take a police vehicle and help with traffic in multiple events, that a council member, Don Catrat, complained about me driving a police vehicle to the safety commission every time. For example, we have the autism walk, we have thousands of kids from Islandale to walk from the elementary school all the way to the police parking lot, I mean the city hall or the parking lot, and we need help. We only have 2 officers on the road, they asked me to help out. Don Catrat called safety commission complaining why I'm doing that. We had a car accident, we almost had kids. Again, we had the Melvindale days. I was delivering 15 to 20 boxes of water, 15 drinks, another boxes of drinks, up to 30 boxes of pizza, tables, and a lot of stuff to the command office at the field house. Dr. Trent stopped me and yelled at me. I have also been told that certain council members have been following me around during my days. And for example, City Council Member Dr. Trent is now accusing me of going 2 hours away to Coldwater out of the city for an event during work hours, in the ordinance car, which is completely false. Since July 16, 2025, I have not opened my mouth or mentioned me getting denied going to the academy, even though I passed everything I needed to. And even though the academy was fully paid, costing Melvindale taxpayers nothing, and by me saying I'm getting harassed, is the chief came up, gave you guys 4 people on the list that he's gonna hire. Dr. Trent made a motion to only hire 2 people, and when the chief told you guys that the second person, you guys have to pay $9,000, you guys denied him. So who's gonna be next? Me. Councilman Abu Ali mentioned next person is gonna be Ahmed Saeed. Dr. Trent backed off on her motion and only tried to hire the first person. And you guys denied me going to the academy. I've not opened it, I have not talked about it, but now it's the time. I believe that majority of the council are harassing me and are angry because they approved my brother's funeral costs. And I feel like they are taking it out on me. And by me saying that, they still bringing it up every chance they get. 3 weeks ago, someone brought her up from here. We had the planning meeting, someone brought her up. Every chance you guys get, you guys bring her up. It's like you guys making me feel guilty that I have to pay you back. I'm being harassed by a majority of this council, and everyone knows who's the majority. And I don't know who to go to, because I'm a part-time employee. I don't have a union to back me up. So, I'm here. I have no union to back me up. I'm here to you guys. That's why I'm here. I need help from you guys. Can you guys make a stop to it? Can you guys stop harassing me? I believe some of the safety commission and the police officers from the police department will agree with everything I said. And I'm asking for you guys to stop harassing me and stop attacking me, stop following me everywhere I go. Losing a brother is not easy, but people move on. But losing your brother as getting killed is different. And I'm here working and doing better and trying to be better. But people still adding more to the pain and harassing me daily. Dr. Trent has been harassing me since I started being an ordinance officer. Non-stop, denying my invoices. The best. The other ordinance officer has been wearing it for 2 years or a year and a half. And as soon as I started working and started wearing a vest, she complained about it. I mentioned the autism mark. I mentioned this is the field house. Me getting denied, accusing me of going to Coldwater. And there's more and more and more. What do you want from me? Why you guys are accusing me? Why you guys are harassing me? That's all I got. And if you got questions, speak out. You want to talk? Speak out.
So I can tell you, one council member by themselves can do nothing. So the fact that all this is taking place by one person is disgusting. And it needs to stop.
Yeah, it needs to stop because I'm getting harassed every single day. My attorney was supposed to be here, but he got stuck somewhere. Because if I don't have a union to back me up, I have to step up myself and come to you guys for a backup. Because I can't take it anymore. I stayed patient, you guys are not denying me the academy, but it's okay, it's their decision. I'm not losing anything, but still, adding more and more and more. And I can't take anymore. If I don't step up, it's gonna keep adding more stuff. County Treasurer just asked for a FOIA from September 1st, July 30, from September 1st, 2024 to July 30 or 31st of 2025 of what the ordinance officers are doing. Why? Because he's coming after me. Everything is by me. Any questions? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Still audience participation, if you'd like to come forward, please state your name and address for the record.
Madam Mayor, good afternoon to this very esteemed council. I just have one thing I want to ask, and asking the council. I noticed on the agenda, invocation. Me personally, I think invocation is so needed, especially within our government. I noticed when Bishop is not here that there's not prayer. I am a woman of prayer, and I pray for our whole city council, including you, Madam Mayor. I pray for our city, and I'm just asking the council, if there is no one here to do invocation, I would be so gladly would do it. If I don't mind, if that's what I'm asking the council, if it's something that you have to vote on. I think prayer is so much needed. That's all I want to ask for right now.
You can't make a motion during audience participation? No. Can you show me where that states that?
Yes.
You've done it.
Just for future, yeah.
How we want to do it, to be honest.
Because I'm pretty sure we changed something.
Yeah, we were wrong.
Yeah.
The purpose versus audience, council shall take no action nor vote during persons of audience. Or persons of audience, further questions from the audience may be answered. The questions will not be printed as part of official council. So, yeah, it can.
Good, Chair.
Yes.
As a result of the public participation during your council section, you guys could take a motion. So that's all.
During the council session.
So, that's yes or no?
We don't know.
Okay. I don't wanna be out of order, Madam Mayor, but I noticed that, and that's been on my heart, so however you guys think, or you say if there's not, no, thank you, Councilman, Jackson for clarification. I don't wanna be out of order, I wanna be decent in order. So, thank you so much.
Anyone else? It's still audience participation?
There's some things we haven't really discussed. The clerk, you need a clerk. And we still don't have no nominations for a clerk. It's really important. When we had that, meeting about officers spending too much money over the 1,200, that workshop there was nothing solved there, and I never heard nothing about the officers that were getting extra stuff that they weren't supposed to get or something, that why they're getting, spending more than $1,200, and it really didn't solve that either. Now, I don't know why accusation against all the council, but it seems like he was only picking on Dawn, you know, or what she's doing, but she didn't really try to defend herself of what she was doing, of what he was saying. So I don't know what that scoop is about, but I know, you know, the council seems to, with his family, you know, he's got a school name, they got a monument. I don't see how the council would be harassing him, because this council's been really supportive of his family. But if Dawn is kind of picking on him, I didn't hear no defense of why she's doing that. He was using all you council people, and it's not all of you, because he was only kidding her. And maybe because she's an investigative lady, maybe she was trying to investigate. But I'm sure a lot of you guys are harassing him to go looking around. You guys got their own damn jobs to be going, looking around and seeing what he's doing. And I remember you guys were saying the ordinance people supposed to go and get a certain amount of stuff, whereas the officer gets all the stuff that they need to become an officer. The person, they should get everything, even though it goes over $12,000, it should be paid for when they become an officer. The ordinance is kind of weird because their outfits are a little bit different, and they don't supposed to spend that much money. And it's kind of like the deputy police chief should be the one that said, hey, you gotta do this and that, and make sure they only go to their limit, so we wouldn't get a conflict of all these officers spending money that they don't supposed to spend, but getting the necessary things to be a police officer to do their job. And like I said, that clerk thing, you guys go into those meetings for other things. I don't see why, like the mayor or the council get these names of these clerks and have a discussion over there while we're all here and find a clerk. So we can get a clerk, so we won't get cancellations on the council. A clerk is very important. The officers are very important to be equipped for their job. Am I going almost 5? No. Okay, but you know what I mean? These are the main things for the council: the clerk, the officers, that have all their necessary things. So I see when the police go on their runs, I see 3 policemen go there, and then maybe a Wayne County sheriff when I was at Pesco singing, and that's kind of good that they're team working. That's beautiful. But you know, when we only have 2 people on the police thing that we were short, only 17 people, 4 are off, we're still short of people. But the problem is, we don't got the people with it. And we're still waiting on the police report because we still haven't got that yet, right? And then we just allocated another 5,000 for more or something that we, wasn't that what you guys went outside for? Okay, so we spent 5,000 plus they got some more, and we still don't got no results of what is the problem. And are they writing up the policemen that are doing bad things, so we'll get that, hey, he's harassing me or something, and all these frivolous lawsuits about anything to do checks and balances to show that the police officer was reprimanded because he did something wrong. He put a cross on something or something, whatever it was. The harassment should be set and get a punishment, write it out, hey, don't do that no more. So we won't get these frivolous lawsuits. Let's get ticketed the officers that are doing wrong, that are harassing everybody else, the counselors, everybody. So we can quit this bull with the lawsuits of people trying to get some money here and there. We ain't got the money. We spend money on people, not on no damn lawyers. You know, the lawyers make no offense. The lawyers make too much money. But you know what I mean? Let's take care of the cops. Let's take care of the clerk. Let's get that clerk, man.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Did I go over 5 minutes? Okay, that's important. That's what the council is for.
Appreciate you, man.
To take care of it.
Anytime.
Thanks, it over.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, council members. Mayor Chris. I just had a quick question for you guys today. I've been coming to these meetings for a little while now, and I've been snooping around Facebook, and I've been looking at the posts and comments and whatnot. And I'm here to address Joe Jackson's remarks. all innocent, and you have all these accusations that are lying against you, and you enter this case with breeze and whatnot. If I'm not mistaken, I think your court date is next week, September 9th.
Through the chair, point of order. It's pending litigation.
Okay. Well, whatever, I know your court date should be soon, and, I just had a quick question for you. So, if the court finds you guilty, would you, or will you step down as your role as city council?
Point of order.
No, he's asking him a question.
No, this is.
That is- No, that is not.
Just a question, and it's.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So we can talk about it after it's over, okay?
Okay,
Can I get your name and address for the record?
Ali, A-L-I, and my last name is A-L-H-U-T-H-A-I-F-I.
A-I-F-I?
And I just 3217 Elizabeth. Am I about to ask one more question or no?
If you'd like, if it's not pertaining to
No.
litigation.
And
Okay,
this
go
is
ahead.
for the attorney, for the paper copies that you passed out to everyone, do you have the actual like print of the logbook, or did you just, you typed that out yourself, right?
Yeah, you can have a copy right here. Here's a
No, I'm
copy.
saying you have like a physical copy of.
Here's a copy right here.
No, I mean like,
Did you?
I'm saying you typed that
That's the
out.
law.
That's all, that's in the logbook? That's all I have to ask. Thank you guys.
All right. Point of order. Con, are you coming forward?
What you want now, man?
Good evening.
Maybe I just-
Deputy Chief Martinez brought up a good thing, the canine program, about bringing it back and all that. So, when I reached out to the canine academy, did all the research, brought back what's needed and stuff like that. Basically with costs and everything, you know, inflation and all that, the price that was mentioned about the 3,000, it fluctuates, it kind of jumps up and down, you know, a dog could break his leg, a dog could get sick and stuff like that, so we just want to take that into consideration. But besides the bad guys, the dog catching drugs and bad guys, we have a big population of kids in schools. One of my friends is actually in Novi. He is a detective and also support dog handler. I think we're not saying you guys or us, but the big picture is we have 2 schools in the city. And we kind of need to take care of the schools. A support dog can be adopted, and it's very cheap. Very cheap. These dogs are good with kids that have autism. You know, somebody just lost a parent. You know, one-on-one with the dog and you and that child goes a long way. So I just want to bring that up. If we can figure it into and also an emotional support dog program, just because of the tremendous amount of work we have. So if that's something,
Can't make a motion or I just
so I wanted to bring that up, if that's something I can work on and then present it next council meeting, I would love to. I am also interested in the canine program, so, but I also wanted to bring this because I feel like we do need it. There's a lot of kids in the city, just walking to schools, there's a lot of kids that are in need. And just talking to them, you know, when I was on day shift, you know, these kids like, all stickers. You can just imagine what they would do if they see a dog. And I think it's a great program, a support dog, not only for the kids in the schools, but for the community. Like Christmas, they can come to the police station, pet the dog. Guys, also one more thing about canines. They're becoming more strict for anybody to pet. So most canines now throughout cities around us, you can't pet a canine. So that's why I just want to mention a support dog / emotional support. And it's very cheap, we can adopt one or we can just, like $6,000, $5,000, $6,000. I'm allowed to work on that, I would wanna support dog doesn't need a car, it doesn't need like, you know, all the equipment that it came in needs. This is just like a little dog just running around, you know, won't bite anybody.
My niece has spent a lot of time in children's hospital. I got with the dogs and when your face is laid on the grave.
Exactly. So it's the big thing, so yeah, it doesn't need a car, it doesn't need a leash, it doesn't need equipment, just food and just day-to-day things. So the person that's gonna be the handler for the support dog can actually take that dog with them in their car.
Right.
And just transport it home, back and forth from work. to home.
It would be like their own pet, basically.
Basically, and it would be, you know, integrate our program once a week, go to the schools, walk around with that dog, interact with the kids, know who we are and who we are. I mean, trying to some bad deeds, so trying to change that. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Anyone else?
Yeah, good morning, Ms. Lake. And I'm here to mention our water bill. And what's our city and American council members are doing about our water bill. It's too much. And it's to a point where we can't afford it. And I'm just trying to see, what are you guys doing about the water bill? Because I'm not the only person complaining about it. I know a lot of people that complains about the water bill. $800, $700. It's too much. Right. Is something getting done, or just every time we come up here, we talk, and it keeps on going up?
So I know that whenever FOIA raises the rates, the council concurs with them and raises the city rates. That's what we were talking about earlier, with the whole water tower and how that won't be effective anymore because they're doing, not so much, I think you said a flat rate, but a variable rate and, a fixed rate, sorry. And they're gonna check into water retention ponds, because I heard that we can recoup money from that. But at the same time, I've been talking to legislators in Lansing stating that water is a necessity, water pumped in your house is not. But still, I don't think that it's right for you to charge an astronomical amount for water. And then they take into consideration how far they pump it. Well, we're fairly close compared to like other communities that are not, but I still feel like we're paying a higher rate. So it's something that I haven't forgot about, still currently working on it, but trying to rally the people in Lansing to say enough is enough. And it's that like, because if you think about it, has a monopoly on water. We have no other place to go. We don't wanna end up like Flint and then being in worse shape than we are now. So I think at this point it's getting legislators in Lansing to come together and say enough is enough and set like a rate that's fair for everybody. Because if you go to the store and buy 1 gallon of water, it's gonna be the same
It's
for
about the
everybody.
same, yeah.
But
When
water pumped to your house is not the same.
when do we think we're gonna see difference by when?
We don't know.
We don't know?
We don't know.
And last but not least, I want to mention to everybody sitting down here that our attorney Coogan was so proud of passing that paper about Joe Jackson that he's okay with him being a felon. It doesn't change the fact that he's still a felon. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else?
I live at, my name is Mrs. Nolan, I live at 19550. So, I sent in physically came here for this FOIA request. That was on the 7th of August. Then I got this in the mail on the 16th in my mailbox. This says to call. So with the FOIA request, it's 5 days. And then this says, what I asked for were receivables and payables, as well as all the vendor lists for the building department. From 2019 till the present. I'm scratching my head trying to figure out why on September 3rd, I don't have anything. I've not got a phone call, nothing. The FOIA request rules is 5 days. I asked for a call, you didn't meet that. Then I found this in my mailbox on August 16th. And I still have nothing. So can you please tell me why I don't have it? You know, who runs those records? Who fulfills FOIA requests?
The clerk's office.
Okay, so is there some kind of problem that she can't get this done? And, you know, it takes more time to type a letter than to pick up the phone and dial my number and say, you know, Miss Powell, I don't have it. It's a lot of information. Nobody has an answer.
Well, I don't think that's acceptable,
No,
obviously, because
no,
we do
this
have
is
the
a FOIA
information.
request. Yeah,
Who
so,
was, hold on a second, who signed the letter that you received?
8/8
So Ally,
at 11:07 a.m. on the 7th.
who signed the letter that was sent to you?
Oh, no, it just says, this is inappropriate. Very truly yours, the office of the city clerk.
Oh.
No point of contact, you know. So, this is an efficiency. So, I need to find out where my stuff is and who's responsible to do this.
Yes, who recognizes Don Kirchhoff?
You said that was for building department records? Correct? That would be from Brad in the building department?
Payables and receivables.
That would be Brad in the building department, and they are a contractor. So our clerk's office would have notified Brad's office for that information.
So, my question still isn't answered.
You'd have to check with the clerk of the building department, we wouldn't have that answer for you.
Yeah, through the chair, I can look into that.
Okay, thank you, Brad.
So, maybe there needs to be a little more efficiency. I don't know. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Council. My name is Angelo Gardella. I don't know if I've seen enough on there. Just a good question for Mr. Coogan. When you have a court case or a court document and it says the people of Melvindale, what is the process before that actually turns in? Does somebody come and make a report at the city police department?
It depends, it could be, it combats with uniform law citation or ticket be issued. That we could start a case, it could be through a warrant, so it depends on what the case is, so there's not one way to do it.
Yeah.
You could be more specific at that.
Well, that usually starts through our police department is what I'm getting at. It doesn't come in from another city. It would be the people of Melvindale because something is being investigated by our department.
We've been to another city, it may be investigated department, maybe just, like I said, a law citation.
Okay. And what you were talking about earlier, being dishonest and having a charge brought against you, that would be maybe falsifying the police report would be something of dishonesty? If you were found guilty.
Was found guilty, that would be a charge that would contain falsifying the police report. That could be one charge, yes, absolutely.
Okay. Case law is typically used if somebody was found innocent to then countersue, reviewing that they were found innocent.
No, it's not typically the case.
It's not typically the case, so somebody doesn't countersue.
It's not typically the case,
They're found
people are
innocent.
acquitted, that typically ends the case.
Right. But then they could come back and file a charge against the accuser.
file charges for harassment.
So,
Civil complaint, I'm sorry.
right. So looking at this council, and I've heard a lot of rumors about the police department racking up costs for lawsuits, for insurance, for just basically tanking the city as a whole. I just heard that we're spending another $5,000, is that correct, for this investigation for the police
Yeah,
department?
absolutely.
And for the public safety, for city services? So what about all the other lawsuits that have council members involved? When I hear about insurance rates going up, when I hear about, those would be included in that, right?
They may or may not be, depending on what the charge is.
Okay.
I can't give you,
So does our insurance take a hit when we pay for somebody's counsel, legal counsel? Or does that get taken out of the general fund?
it depends on what happens. You pay premiums, so wherever the premium.
Well, our premium skyrocketed, as you know. You were here the day that
I've heard
hurricane.
money over the last 7 to 10 years, how it's went up exponentially, yes.
And so we just can't confirm that it's not only the police department that have cases that have taken a nice hit on either our general fund or our insurance.
I'm not gonna comment on current pending litigation.
Well, not current, but past. We can talk about past, right?
Settlements have been several times quite high involved in the police department. Quite large.
So now we just had a gentleman come up from the ordinance department tonight saying that he's been harassed by a member of council. So I think it's time that an investigation of council happens if we're spending a large amount, $5,000, typically a large amount, to have the police investigated. And I know there's been multiple lawsuits against members of the council. So I would like somebody on council tonight to make a motion to have a forensic internal audit to review what is happening with the cases, if there's harassment between the council, the police, or any other member of this body.
Forensic audit?
I want the financials, I want harassment to be looked into, I would like a lot to be done, and I do believe that's typically called the forensic audit. Against the city council. I mean, there's other cities in the state of Michigan that are going to do the same thing. I'm sure you could look into that, just to clarify if I'm using the correct terminology, but I do believe it's called forensic audit.
Okay.
I would honestly recommend that as a city, because I hate when I see people of Melvindale on somebody's court documents, when I sure in the high hell wouldn't take any action against somebody. And I know a lot of other people that came to support people of Melvindale definitely would not have supported those charges either. When there are members of council that have made reports that have caused those to happen. I appreciate your time, council.
Hi, Tom, Deanna, 18905.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
18905 Bruce Street. Everybody talks about the alley that's behind the old rental, making it a one-way. There's probably a couple extra issues that really should be addressed. There was 2 streetlights going down there. There's only one now. The one that isn't further towards the library hasn't worked probably a year or more. When I moved in there 8 years ago, I put a light on my garage. The old lady in the apartment came over to thank me, because they want garbage to the dumpster. But there hasn't been no light down that alley. People park in that alley. They block it for, I said something to the scaffolding place. You guys can't park here. Cops, fire truck guys. So it's like, I feel like I'm an intermediate keeping that, I park against my garage, but I always leave with, plenty of width for a fire truck, anybody to get through. I have a substantial amount of room. It's like, people park in that alley, Street or Route, Lake Route, parked behind them, they sat there for hours. And like I said, I've seen fire trucks and ambulances come through there, people going to the department, everybody's accessing it. And then the worst thing of it all is, there's no lights down there at all. You go right there right now, look down that alley, there's no lights, period. Might see my president. So, I mean, if we're talking about making it a one-way street, I put a sign too that says, enforce, parking laws with fine, parking, blocking the alley. So I think that's an easy, simple one for you guys tonight, right?
So what was your address again, I'm sorry?
Dan,
John, your address?
18905, right here.
Through the chair. You probably should take that to the same condition.
Okay. All right.
You're out of order.
I didn't know I was going to address, you know, so, you know, a lot of kids go through there, nights, summer, you know, it's gonna be darker, women, people, apartment. Then if you look at the apartment building there, next to mine, they have, their exterior lights, bulbs are burnt out, there's no lights in any of those apartment complexes. The side door, there's a lady, kids that walk through that walkway, going up to the back door, probably through the north door, I guess, of the apartment. And, that light bulb burns out, and it stays dead for, I don't know how long, and somebody finally puts one in. But there's, trip hazards, you know what I'm saying, kids, people going accessing in and out of that door, there's no light there. So like I said, that light bulb's burnt out again, there's no lights in any of those apartment complexes. You look back at all the bulbs, there's no light at all. So I mean, I don't know if that's as far as a safety hazard or concern or, you know, like I said, I had a lady come over today to put a light on my garage, so I'm paying electric to light up behind my garage, it lights up the apartments. So do I get submit a bill to you guys for 8 years? Can I get some kind of compensation for that? You know, you know, like I said, when I moved in, there was no light, so I put a light. You know, and this is something that I would address you guys.
I'm gonna check into, I believe that's part of the DDA district, and see if we can get a light in the alley.
What I understand, they replaced my pole, the new one, there could have been a light there, but the one that's over towards the library, there is one light. And that light bulb.
Do those get serviced by DTE?
DTE handles all the streetlights, not the team. Correct.
You know what I'm saying, you can drive right now and go there, and it's pitch black, you know, summer cars, kids, women, residents, access, all.
The floor recognizes William Larson.
Tom, yeah? Used to live on Ring?
Yes.
Okay.
And Prospect.
And you're talking about
1965.
I'm not sure.
80 years old.
I was gonna say, you're talking between Coleman and Gal, right?
Yes.
You know, Roman's is back there too, or, is it, am I speaking right? Yeah, well, Roman's concrete?
Yeah.
Do they have any lighting back there?
Well, there was a light on the old shady blue awning, where the people moved in, it was on, the roof, it lit up everything, but a wind came through, knocked it over. But that was the last time I seen any light in that alley at all.
Through the chair to our, building inspector. Is there anything that we can have in our, to actually enforce him, replacement of the first line in Alabama?
Yeah, no apartment complex, everyone's on the edge, so that's not
Okay. And I don't know what kind of relationship we have with, is it Roma? I've been there forever, he's been there forever.
Yeah, well, the construction, the cement, yeah, they're still
Is
there.
there any way to contact them and see if they're able to,
Yeah,
what do you want to say, what's gonna say, don't you?
Yeah, we'll take a look.
Because if we deal with DE, we're gonna have,
Yeah.
it's as simple as, you know, you like that, right? Everything on top.
It's black, yeah, I said people had to go through their, access, drive, and apartment complexes. Sometimes it's up there for hours, you know, it's like, how about the fire truck ran? I kinda say something, and they look at me like, oh, well, you're saying something to me.
appreciate
Board
it.
organizers, so
You
let's
see
have
me
a vote.
writing it, I seen you writing it down, Brad. So, we'll get it handled. Thank you for bringing it up.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Alright, anyone else? Seeing none, we're moving on. Mayor Pro Tem.
Okay, first, I would like to motion table the appointment of David Zajac for city clerk. David Zajac, he's been an employee of the branch for 13 years. Melvindale resident, 25 years. Can I allow him to speak?
We're tabling it.
Okay.
Next
Still
time.
no, next time.
Second.
So moved by Jackson, supported by Marcy. Alright, call the vote.
Jackson,
Yes.
Abuali,
Yes.
Marcy,
Yes.
Philipowski,
Yes.
Frederick,
Yes.
Carter. Yes.
I also would like to table the appointment of Angelo Libertini to, the planning commission.
So,
Libertini,
Call the vote, please.
Jackson,
yes.
Abuali,
Yes.
Marcy,
Yes.
Philipowski,
Yes.
Frederick,
Yes.
Carter. Yes.
I also would like to table the appointment of Cheryl Kramer to the planning commission.
Do you know the dates for these?
I don't know which one she's going to be. I don't know which one, but it'll make sense. I don't know which one.
They're,
Second.
the two Gerbon brothers
Okay.
that resigned.
You would point of order, take this, point of order. Sorry, through the chair. No, we're good. Alright, call the vote.
Jackson,
Yes.
Abuali.
Oh, it's Jackson and Marcy.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Marcy,
Yes.
Philipowski,
Yes.
Frederick, Carter.
Yes.
I also would like to make a motion to allow, Sinette, keep saying this, what's the last name?
Taylor.
Taylor, there we go, Mr. Deb Taylor, allow her to do application if the bishop is not, available.
Moved by Jackson, supported by Abuali. Any discussion? Seeing none, call the vote.
Jackson,
Yes.
Abuali,
Yes.
Marcy,
Yes.
Philipowski,
Yes.
Frederick, Carter. Yes.
Also, unfortunately, we have, a table two positions for the planning commission. But the planning commission has strict rules that you can't be on another commission if you're on the planning commission. So, I have two more coming up, but we have two people on there right now that are on two different, commissions. We got, Ms. Karen Fredericks, and we have, Martha Carl. I'm sure that's gonna give them a little bit of relief anyway, because they do a lot. Give them the choice to which one you wanna get rid of. So, the planning commission, you only allowed to be on one commission. commission or whatever, I'm pretty sure you wanna stay on Parks and Rec. So, probably a planning commission. Have your resignation from the planning commission, and then we have if you got, we'll table 2 more appointments. The next committee, the next, council meeting. That's just what we ran into when we were looking into it. No, it's not. It's something I love Marvin.
What changed?
Um,
What changed?
It's just, it is what it is. They have to.
Well, you don't like him now? Is that the change?
However, I think one member can be on the zoning board, but we already got somebody. I think it's a 1 member, if I'm not mistaken, 1 member. And they can also still be on committees as well. So they don't have, but they can't be on 2 commissions if they're on the planning commission. And that's solely for the planning commission. Any other commission, you can be on multiple commissions. But for the planning commission, you can only be on the planning commission. I was gonna address this stuff. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Come on, Smiles. Spit it out.
City Council President.
Nothing.
All right, Sam Bilkowski. All right, Bill Marcy.
I just want to correct the record, I did not vote on the minutes, I was not here. So, I have to rescind my motion on the minutes, or abstain on the motion for the minutes. Got confused.
Well, it's the minutes we voted on.
Meeting.
You didn't, oh, you didn't abstain?
Yeah, I didn't abstain. I should have
Oh, gotcha.
abstained. Okay. And also, I want to bring forth also, Mayor, I know you got a lot of people that, are taking these meetings, okay? These meetings are supposed to be recorded anyhow, but have we ever really looked into doing a video feed in here?
When I first got started, we talked with the school came out and was gonna do it as like a credit towards, like the media for the school.
Okay.
But then things kinda got crazy and I didn't think that it was appropriate to subject high school children to what was going on. I know that, Joe Jackson made the motion, and I don't think that he's done anything with it. So if you'd like to make a motion, you're more than welcome to.
Well, the thing is, I'd like to make a motion, but I don't know who to check into this, or who to.
Just hire you.
I'll
No,
just check.
it's his portion.
I'm not going to, I'm not gonna head it up, because I don't want to be a part of the video taping here. I don't want any part of it, I don't want my hands in it. So I think that to do our due diligence to our community,
Yeah.
okay, and the thing is that way nobody can narrate it, okay, it will be public to all of the public.
I think
Okay,
that's a
and
great idea.
they can make their own decisions of what the content is, that's all.
Nope, this is his portion. Do you wanna make the motion?
I'd like to make a motion, we videotape and record these meetings.
All right. Broadcast,
We can, how do they do on other communities?
so they have a YouTube channel.
Yep.
That's what I found out, is they have a YouTube channel and somebody records it. And it can be live, it can be uploaded to the YouTube channel, whatever we want, but, I think that we'll have to get some folks and see, with doing that, I think the microphones need to be upgraded too, because that's been a huge complaint, that people can't hear us.
The equipment that we probably will have to purchase, so the equipment that we got, that can be part of the upgrades. Because I'm sure that camera that was over there will record everything that was said over here, and not you, Bo, but the camera that was over there. So the thing is, the equipment that we have, we're not gonna buy cheap equipment, so I believe that, those meetings should probably be broadcast live, if people want that, and then also, put on, record, so they can actually tell the meeting. From that point forward, just have them, this is this meeting, this is this meeting.
Do I have a second?
Yes. Second.
All right, any discussion?
Yes. Through the chair.
Yeah, the floor recognizes Joe Jackson.
We already approved this, we already approved this already, almost a year ago. The mayor said that she had someone for this. There was no action on it.
It's not my responsibility, you made the motion.
I made the motion, but it's not my responsibility to go find someone.
It's not my responsibility either. I said, okay, I'm not gonna argue with you.
But either way, but we really don't have to vote, on it. We already made a motion to approve this, we can do it again.
Through the chair,
Yep, the floor recognizes Dr. Trevor.
I spoke to somebody last week, regarding this issue, and she is actually a city council member in a different community, not anywhere near here, far away. But, they do record the meetings through their cable company. I have an appointment to speak with her in next week. She's got some stuff going on this week, so next week, I'm gonna get with her and get the information. She said it's a little, complicated as far as the information you need to know in order to contact the cable company, and it's not just call them up and go, hey, can you record these for us? So I've already set that up with her to talk to her next week to get all the information. And the cable company can record everything and they will post it onto a YouTube channel. So it's just always there, nobody has, the ability to alter anything, it's just automatic.
So through the chair.
Yes.
What she has said, what you have said, and there is, some work to this. Other communities do it. I don't necessarily, I was looking into it a while ago, and even these microphones with, I believe the former, but there were new microphones here as well. All this has to be tied in. What they're discussing has to do with the PEG channel.
Correct.
And I'm not so sure you have to have somebody just stand here and filming. I think this is our council chambers. You have cameras that are already situated and one here.
Correct.
And it's already uploaded through PEG, then it's on our website. You can click whatever one you want to watch, or watch it live. But there is a little work to it, as you said, because I have spoken some other places, and it's not just get some cameras and go.
A little bit more.
I'd be willing to assist, but either way, we should get those.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, call the vote.
Jackson,
Yes.
Wally,
Yes.
Marcy,
Yes.
Sohowski,
Yes.
Frederick,
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Also, congratulate the Parks and Rec Commission. I think they've done a good job on 100-year celebration. Hopefully this goes on Saturday. It's gonna be a big to do. Sadly, we do have a car show up in Frankenmuth. All the guys that I thought I was gonna get from the car show, they've already trailered, as a matter of fact, they're putting on trailers right now, so they're out this morning. But, yeah, you guys have done a good job, and hopefully we have a good turnout on Saturday, so all of them.
Scott Frederick.
Yeah, I just, one question, you said you were talking to somebody from the county. Have you gotten any update on the school zone speed thing?
They, within like the next week, they're supposed to be out there, or I believe, did I see here? It might already be up. I thought they messaged me, it was Andy Zurich, and he thanked me for staying in contact with them, because they came out, I talked to them, they came out and met with the school. I believe they're up already, and it's, I thought it was going to be for ABT and the high school, but it's just, I think it's after ABT, so it's just the 25 miles per hour, for the high school. Alright? Alright. Don Cartwright.
I just have one thing tonight, I might need Rich's help on this. A while ago, we made a motion to, refund Mike Hatcham for the Caddy Girl cleaning for a couple things from last year. I don't remember the total right off the top of my head, somewhere around $1,400. But those two invoices, because the motion didn't specify those invoices, were never removed from our invoice list in the system. We need a motion to remove those from our system. They've already been refunded back to him. They're in the system.
Because the name on the check was wrong.
Well, whatever the case might be, they still need to be, the motion needs to reflect that they need to be removed off of.
I'm not following you.
Rich, can you explain it?
So what she's referring to, things that are in accounts payable, they're in payable. This body approves to pay things.
Okay.
It has been determined based on this resolution, a check to Mr. Hodgson, I don't know if it's cash or not, I recall this, was replacing those checks. So anything that's in accounts payable, this body has to remove them because they're already in payable. I can't say just take them out. Nobody can say just take them out. They're just gonna keep sitting in there like an outstanding check.
Well, I believe he got, do you know if Mike came and talked to Amber about reissuing the check because his legal name is not Mike?
Yeah.
Right, so he hasn't been paid yet.
But the original motion, whether he's been paid or not, doesn't matter. The original motion stated to refund this amount to him. But it did not say to remove those two invoices from the payables. So we need to make the motion to remove those two from payables. And I think we can do this all together. There was also a late fee invoice from Code 3 Security for $50 that we don't pay them late fees, so we had voted not to pay them, but it's still in the system. So we need to remove those 3 invoices total. So it would be a $50 late fee for Code 3 and then 2 invoices for Ed Girl.
Which was 3,500, I believe.
No,
No?
1,400.
Oh, 14, yeah, right.
Or 1,107 and 11 something.
1175.
Yeah, 1,100. I don't think we need the amount, just the name of the invoice, because there's only 2 in there, so. And then that's the motion.
Moved by Jackson, supported by Marcy. Any discussion? Seeing none, call the vote.
Jackson? Wally? Marcy?
Yes.
Yes.
Frazier?
Yes.
Kirkpatrick?
Yes.
Another.
I have nothing else.
I don't have anything on the agenda. I know, we talked about it a little bit during the police portion of getting, part-time people. And the deputy chief and I, had spoke about doing or trying to start up the Explore program. So it would be, people that are graduated high school that have an interest in becoming a cop. Obviously, they can't until they're of the age of 21. But they could work in the police department, as an explorer, to see if that's really what they wanna do. I don't know, would those qualify for people for the jail? No, cause they have to be,
So there's two different things. You have PSA and you have explorers. The way it works is they get, basically we wanna knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. We want somebody, they're gonna basically handle the desk, handle the jail, fingerprinting and all that stuff. We bring in a jail, we bring in a prisoner, they'll take care of that. So I've been in contact with the chief of Dearborn Heights, and that's something that, I'm actually working with them just to see their ideas and what they're doing and all their policies. Basically, they'll get trained, they'll do all the first aid, and they'll be held under, there'll be a bond for them from a company that actually insures, explorers. So the city basically is not liable for anything that happens to them. It's more of a, Boy Scout club insurance, 'cause that's what it falls under. So it's complicated, there's a lot that goes, yeah, they're Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, there's so much that goes into it, but once we get it knocked down, exactly what goes into this program, it's pretty tough to work on, so once we get it point it down to exactly to the T of what's going on into this program, then we'll integrate it. And it'll be a good thing for the kids in the city, maybe take them off the streets and put them somewhere they wanna actually become the police.
So basically, like explorers are 14 through 21, non-paid.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they just, and then we'd have PSAs, public service aides, or interns that would be paid, that would handle the jail.
Yeah. So explorers can't handle what PSAs do, they cannot do jail and all that stuff.
I forgot that it was a younger age bracket, I thought they were 18 and above. Okay, so that was that. And then, just the other thing, the lack of communication, I noticed that in this case, everything worked out with the field house and having the 100-year celebration, but I know that there were some board members that were on some pins and needles, not knowing if it was gonna be done or not. So better communication, from our department heads communicating with our commissions, on different things. I think there needs to be better communication. Other than that, payment of approved bills.
I move to receive and place on file the invoice and cover sheet unauthorized payment of invoice totaling $2,909,276.71, and electronic invoices totaling $341,431.19.
Does that include the 15?
I added it.
Okay, perfect.
A second.
All right, moved by Wallace, supported by Jackson. Any discussion? Hearing none, call vote.
Yes.
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 All those in favor?
May I want to touch on it?